Hello, Professor. My name is Çağdaş. In this video, I'm going to present my database project, which is designed for a game matchmaking and implemented using MySQL. My database is structured using a relational model and aims to support fair and efficient matchmaking by managing players, matches, rankings, and performance data. The project is organized into multiple SQL files based on their functionalities. This separation improves readability and maintainability. For example, stored procedures, triggers, transactions, and indexing logic are defined in separate SQL scripts, and each is responsible for a specific database concern. As you can see, all of them are separate. I have 8 tables, its ranks, players, player MMR, matches, weapons, loadouts, loadout weapons, and match players. And stored procedures are used extensively in this project to handle CRUD operations and matchmaking related logic instead of executing raw SQL queries, just like those. I used this kind of procedures in my project, and these queries are used to add, update, delete, and retrieve the data, basically CRUD operations. And this approach improves reusability and performance. And some procedures also include validation checks to ensure that invalid data is not inserted to the system. As you can see, there are some validation checks, and they are returning if something is going wrong. And you can see we can just call or start procedure to get the data. For example, we are getting players with MMR and rank here. We can get players by only with their rank. If we execute, we are only getting this rank. We can get the matches that are played. There are total 20 games. Um, we can check the players without any wins, for example, or we can get player with current stats. It's the ID of the player. We can get player's match history. In our case, it is first ID player. We can make it 5, and we will see it differently. And there are also lots of retrieval stored procedures and transactions are implemented in critical stored procedures. I wanted to use them in procedures in order to guarantee the atomicity and data consistency. When multiple related operations need to be executed together, a transaction is started to ensure that all steps succeed as a single unit. That means when a transaction starts, it has to commit by all together. If something is going wrong partially, it's not going to commit, it's going to roll back. If something goes wrong in roles affected, for example, it's not going to commit, it's going to roll back. If everything is correct, then it's going to commit. So this is good for uh, database because it's preventing partial updates and keeping the database in a consistent state. Um, So triggers are used to automate database behavior and enforce business rules at the database level. Before insert triggers, for example, we have before insert trigger here. This is implemented to validate or and prepare data before it is written to the database. Also, there is before update trigger, and it's being used to ensure that updated values meet specific conditions, and there is also after update trigger, and it is being used to automatically adjust related data after a successful update, such as finalizing match in our case. And by using triggers, the system ensures that certain rules are always applied, regardless of how the data is modified. Um, so next is indexing. Indexing is applied to frequently queried columns such as player identifiers, match identifiers, and foreign keys. And the main reason I used them because it is to improve query performance, especially for join operations and aggregation queries used in matchmaking analysis. Since matchmaking systems often rely on fast lookups and data evaluation, indexing significantly reduces query execution time and enhances overall system efficiency. As you can see, I used on some columns and not on every column uh, because using them so much is going to affect the database when I try to insert or update. Also, you can see insertions. My database is using the stored procedure way, but there is also a bulk insert like this to insert data into the database. And overall, this database project combines stored procedures, transactions, triggers, and indexing to create a strong and scalable database system.